Honestly, we all need to be careful. Most especially what just happened to Funke Akindele. I know a lot of people really like her, a lot of people love her. She's been doing tremendously well. But it just takes one simple mistake or mistake, for you to just get into trouble. I'm sure she never envisaged that this kind of a thing would have happened. And just like she wrote yesterday, that he said, "I pray I survive this. I'm so broken." She writes as police arrest her over her husband's birthday that she organized. And the new thing now, the new development now is that Lagos to prosecute Funke Akindele over husband's birthday party. Nollywood star Funke Akindele may be prosecuted today. She will be charged before Ogba Magistrate Court 1 at about 11 a.m. The prosecuting team will be from the Directorate of Public Prosecution (DPP). Akindele on Saturday organized a house party to celebrate her husband JJC's birthday at her residence in Amen Estate, Ibejuleki in Lagos. Some of the dignitaries that attended the party included Naira Marley, Rashid Gbedamoshi, a former Lagos State governorship aspirant, among others. The federal government last week ordered a total lockdown for residents of Lagos, Abuja, and Ogun State to curb the spread of COVID-19. Remember that the party in our Lagos mansion was held to celebrate the birthday of her husband, producer JJC Skills. Akindele has appeared in a Nigerian Center for Disease Control video to raise awareness about coronavirus. She has defended the party, saying that everyone who was there had been living in her house for 2 weeks under the lockdown. All gathering of more than 25 people have been banned in Lagos, Nigeria's biggest city, which has an estimated population of about 20 million people. It is not clear from the video posted online by JJC Skills whether the party exceeded that limit, but it has nevertheless been widely condemned for setting the wrong example. You know, guys, a lot of people, a lot of call would have been going on. In this country, it's just like no particular rule. We have a different rules or different law for different categories of people. Some people are above. What no matter the law, some people are just above. And why some people there's some level of a law which they can be above, and why some people, whether small, whether great, you just have to abide by that law. If you do anyhow, you see anyhow, most especially if you're not influential, if you don't have name. And that is why this country has been going down, 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 because we water down a lot of things. We compromise a lot. Oh, you know that this because of this, because of that, that is why before you know it, and they will say, okay, let us do whatever. And that is the reason why people are now calling for Oyedepo to be arrested, because the same thing happened. But some people argue it that, oh, it happened in Ogun State. So this one happened in Lagos State. And some people are still coming up again. Oh, Bola Ahmed Tinubu did the same and what have you. And that was why I said different people with the level of law which they can be above of. So that is why this country, it is not by cause. It is not by cause. In as much there will be compromise. We want to settle down for the less. We want to look at other side when people are doing wrong thing. We will not even get there. No amount of prayers. No amount of prayers. Because those who are saying, oh, let them arrest Oyedepo, they could be right in their own submission. Those who are talking about Tinubu are saying, they could be right in their own submission. And those who called for the arrest of Funke, they are still right in. Everybody is right. But if we start compromising, that is where the problem comes in. That is where the problem comes in. And most of these people, they travel out of the country. As soon as they get to the shore of all those other countries, everything like Nigerian factor, they put it down. They even leave it at Muritala Mohammed, or whether they are coming from Abuja, they will leave it in Nigeria airports. But as soon as they are landing in that, as soon as they are even boarding the plane, going to foreign countries or abroad, they begin to wear the cloth of, the way they do things over there. As soon as they are landing over there, everybody behaves well. They behave well, but once they are coming back again to Nigeria, as that's landing at our airport in this country, they put on Nigerian clothes again. the character, everything. Nobody cares about anything. Anything goes. Anything goes. Because if you can't, if you look at the other side when somebody commits an offense and you want to look at some other people when they do the same thing, people will be telling you, they will be dragging you up and down. But at the end of the day, the people who are in authority, they will think, oh, they can get away with it. No matter how you shout, no matter whatever, is not they're not going to do what you are talking about. But they have already set the precedent, and things will continue to go wrong. And that's why some people feel that, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? They will start calling so. They will start calling so. And before you know, okay, give that phone to that particular person. Okay, before you know, they've settled everything. The person that called will not be bragging. I told you, I will not sleep here. We know these are the things that happen that we see. We are all witnesses to all of those things. So in this matter, in fact, I don't even know what to say. But one thing is that once we begin to compromise, we continue in this compromise of a thing. We will never get there. No, not be swear, not be lie. Forget, not be lie. We will never get there. If you like, get all the churches in this whole world, all the mosques in this world come together. You don't do the right thing, the prayers will never work. God is a principled God. God is a principle God, because that is what we've been talking about politics too. Those who are affiliated to one particular party, when the party is in charge, they don't. If they do wrong things, nobody wants to talk about it. But once they are not there, they will begin to spot the errors of other people, and it is vice versa. If we cannot be united to have a voice to stand for the truth, these are the things that we are going to be getting: sentiment and purpose sentiment. Before you know it now, it's going to go beyond even this issue of NCDC or the police. It might extend even to our own profession, because she has her own profession. She has her own ministry, which is an acting ministry. Before you know, they will say, oh, some people called it this thing, some people who do not like him, like her, jealousy and all of that they would begin to water everything down. They will begin to, try to trace, things where they are not supposed to trace those things to. Now, because they arrested her, which, fine, she did wrong. Nobody's going to say, oh, she didn't do wrong. Of course, she's the kind of person that everybody loves her. She's loved by majority of people. But with this kind of a thing, it is so glaring that shouldn't have happened in the first place. And, if she's being prosecuted, she will have a lawyer. And unfortunately or fortunately, she's a lawyer too. She's a lawyer. She read law. But because of the way things are, of course, you can see digress into other thing, and she has been doing pretty well. She's been doing pretty well. But with this kind of a thing, it's not supposed to be even be coming from somebody like her. Apart from being a lawyer, even whether she practiced or she didn't practice. But one thing is that, she's a figure to be recognized. She's a public figure. Everything, everything has already, everything is scattered. Everything is scattered because she said she's broken, because she doesn't know whether she's going to survive this, because she never bargained for it. She must have, have a long list of programs, of events that she would have planned for herself, even if because of this lockdown of a thing. But at least when you are at your house, you are relaxed, you are thinking of what to do, looking at when this whole thing will be over. As soon as the lockdown is over, everybody was just swinging into action. Those are the plans she must have had, and that's why I think that's why she's really broken. Not because of maybe she's going to they arrested her or something. A lot of all those plans now, everything, no matter how she's going to come out of this whole thing, everything has just scattered her plan. That's why it is good to do the right thing. Just 2 minutes or 1 day of a thing that you just overlook, it has disrupted a lot of your long plans. That is just the way it is. So what is good for Mr. A is good for Mr. B. But if we don't do the right thing, you see that some people, koro like this, they are doing wrong things. They will tell you, oh, you did not get petition to prosecute this particular person. But even if they write a petition letter, nobody is going to do anything. They will sweep it under the carpet because they believe some people are bigger than others, and you expect that country to move forward. It's not going to move forward. Forget it. If you like, pray from now to eternity. Don't do the right thing. You think God is just God that will just do anything. He said, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy upon. And same thing on compassion, we have those we will have. So if you doing wrong thing and you think God is just going to be there, he's a principled God. If you do this, he will do it. If you do this, he will do it. He will do that for you. So you can just not be flowing in all manner of atrocities or irregularities, you think, oh, because you have prayed, everything will work out like that. It does not work that way. We all know it does not work that way. If it does work that way, as soon as we are praying for something, God will just do it immediately. But he has time that he does his things. So we need to do the right thing at all times. Just unfortunate that Funke Akindele has really found herself in this kind of a, to me, it's really a big mess. It's really a big mess. Someone says here that she should be prosecuted because no one above the law. She also risked her life by inviting people to her home at coronavirus period. Yes, it's okay. That is good. I still wonder how people use their wealth to invite problems. It's a lesson to her. Nonsense, the police and Lagos state government just want to make cheap publicity from her. If you report a serious case of assault to the police, they will say there's coronavirus, they can't arrest the offender now because of coronavirus. So the court is working amidst lockdown. Hey, that's another thing today. Someone say, I strongly agree with you for what you said. Was she the only one that attended the party? What about those mentioned with her? But why did you do this? You ought to know that you are in the public eyes. One sees you as responsible. Please do not break the law again. 1 month in prison with hard labor. Hey, nobody above the law. Simple obedience should be observed, and it would have saved a lot of stress. So, who will prosecute Jagaban for the party he had last week in Lagos? Nonsense government with their propaganda. The wages you get when you dishonor your parents. I've lost respect for when she and her siblings treated their father with disdain. She asked for forgiveness to avert more woe. When you think you are too big for a country, that is what you get. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning this new development concerning Funke Akindele. Leave your comments and let's have your